Have you ever started your morning with a small glass of water and a handful of healthy pills, vitamin J, fish oil, maybe a garlic supplement? You swallow them down with the confidence that you were doing something good for your body. After all, you've been told that healthy eating habits include supplements, right? But what if he told you that very routine could be quickly increasing your risk of a stroke? It's not the pills themselves that are the problem. It's something deeper, something no one warned you about. Every year, thousands of older Americans, women and men over 70, suffer sudden strokes without high blood pressure, without clogged arteries. Doctors search for answers, and often they find it hiding in plain sick, a combination of over-the-counter supplements taken without medical guidance. And yet, this isn't a video to scare you. It's one to reveal what your body has been trying to tell you all along. Because once you understand where things begin to go off track, you do realize that this isn't about giving things up. It's about using them wisely. Let's meet someone who thought she was doing everything right, and still ended up in a hospital bed, confused and afraid. Her name is Evelyn. Evelyn, a 70-year-old from Ohio, had always been the kind of woman who did things by the book. She watched what she ate, kept her blood pressure in check, and walked 2 meals every morning. Her shelves were neat, her fridge was labeled, and every Sunday, she sorted her weekly pills, vitamin D4 bonus, fish oil for the heart, garlic extra because her neighbor said it was great for circulation. She didn't take any prescription meds. I don't need a doctor to tell me what's good for me. She only joked to her doctor. And that was her truth for the chades. But then at the morning she collapsed in the bathroom. No warning. No headache. No chest pain. Just a sudden blur in her vision. Asleep and then silence. When the air doctor for her lips, there was no sign of clogged arteries. Her cholesterol was average. No history of hypertension. But her blood was unusually thin. Too thin. Later, her doctor maintained the supplements Evelyn had taken for years. The least surprised even the medical team. Vitamin A, fish oil, garlic pills, all known to have blood-thinning effects. Combined with AG, they could return her blood into a delicate lens, vulnerable to internal bleeding and brain hemorrhage. Evelyn didn't know. No one had told her. There were no warnings on the bottles, no red flags in the store aisles. Just good intentions and a quiet fight in doing what's healthy. But so many mess, what feels like a habit, especially when done alone, can be a silent breeze. That's when the story shifts from pills to patterns, and from good habits to guided judges. Satu why we choose vitamins. When Evelyn walked out of the air that evening, still a bit shaken but determined, she told to stop asking, how did this happen? If I've been eating well, walking every day, why did this happen? It's a question many older Americans make because it taps into something gratefully American. Our trust in supplements, our independence, and the belief that we know what's good for us. In the US, vitamins are sold everywhere. From pharmacy islands to efficient infomercials, to big bookstores that boast clean labels and bright promises. The implicit message is this: if it's natural, it must be safe. Add that to a ultimate of self-sufficiency. Engineers like Evelyn often feel they don't need other to manage their own healthy eating habits, especially when there is no doctor telling them otherwise. Consider the standard morning routine. A glass of water, 500 IU of vitamin D, 1 gram of fish oil, vitamin E capsule, may agami multivitamin. It feels small, almost negligible. And yet, behind the scenes, your body, especially past age 70, is changing. Your gut absorbs differently. Your liver processes substances slower. Your blood vessels become more fragile. What underfelt suffer can tip into risky. And let's be honest, most of us don't talk to our doctors about it. Why would we? We're not sick. We feel fine. We believe there is no harm in stacking a few over-the-counter pills that seem to strengthen our bones or support our heart health. If it smells like a health store and your neighbor takes it, well, How risky can it be? That sense of control is powerful, but it's also deceptive. In Evelyn's case, this seemingly harmless pile of supplements had so tinted her blood to the point that a minor sleep became a medical emergency. Yet this isn't a scare tactic. It's a moment of truth. When you trust blindly, without connection, you may miss what your body is trying to tell you. Recognizing that gap is where change begins. Do what really happens in your blood. So, what really happens when vitamins intersect with your bloodstream? Think of your circulatory system like a river. When things flow clearly, nutrients reach every corner of your body. But when the river becomes too thin, it's like removing sun from the banks. There is no structure, no safety buffer. Vitamin A and fish oil, both are known to thin your blood. Vitamin A inhibits clot formation. Fish oil has omega-3 fatty acids that reduce platelet stickiness. Separately, dairy milk, together, you are essentially doubling that thinning effect, adding aspirin or over-counter pain relievers. Many older adults take aspirin daily for heart protection. But aspirin is also a blood thinner. Combine it with vitamin A or fish oil, and the thinning effect multiplies. Studies have shown a significantly increased risk of bleeding, especially in people over 70. Herbal supplements like garlic, ginkgo, turmeric. These are often labeled as natural circulation boosters or mood lifters. But they interfere with platelet function, too. 3 widely available garlic pills may sound harmless, but added to Evelyn's weekly fish oil, they push her blood into dangerous territory. No warnings on labels. In the US, dietary supplements aren't regulated like prescription drugs. That means no required warnings about interactions or aggravated risks. For Evelyn, what happened was cumulative. Years of stacked supplements, a small fall, and suddenly her brain turned the handle to tiny rupture, because her blood had become too thin to clot properly. Her lab followers on the day of the stroke, INR, International Normalized Ratio, far above it the suffer range. The medical team was surprised. Her cholesterol levels were okay, her blood pressure managed, her weight steady. Variable risk factors were under control, except the silent, ongoing thinning that came from her supplement combination. At the hospital, doctors asked Evelyn for her full supplement list. She handed it over, and when nurses said quickly, "This could have saved you some time," if someone had asked it so on air. Her doctor spoke with an legislator who said, "Mrs. Evelyn, your case is rare, but not unheard of. We see combinations like yours every few months. It's the oversight, not the pills individually, that did the damage." This is the turning point, not blaming supplements, but recognizing the pattern, trusting habits over consultation. That's the onsen risk that isn't often discussed in others or isolated signage. They get missed conversations with doctors. The crucial part of this story isn't Evelyn's collapse, it's what happened next. She spent a few weeks in the hospital issue, confused more by the idea she had done everything right than by the stroke itself. Until she went home, she fought to understand what went wrong. The hardest lesson wasn't about dosage, it was about communication, or the lack thereof. Here is the truth many older adults hesitate to accept. If you don't tell your doctor, they don't know. And if they don't know, they can't guide you. Most primary care visits are 15-minute slots. Unless you maintain it, your doctor may never ask about supplements. You are not a prescription drug. After all, for Evelyn, no one ever asked, "What are you taking beyond your prescriptions?" So she never maintained her pills woven into her breakfast routine. Talking about supplements can feel awkward. It can feel small or unworthy of clinical attention. But in Evelyn's case, that silence generally cost her life. And she is not alone. Another patient, Harold, was on warfarin for atrial fibrillation. He didn't go below after reading it promote memory and ended up hospitalized with a brain hemorrhage. Doctors, too, sometimes fall short. They may not have the time or know the nuances of every supplement interaction. That's not an excuse. It simply means the conversation must start with you. Here is a gentle practice you can use. Keep a written supplement tracker. Every pill, every capsule you take, with doses. Bring it to every appointment, especially if seeing new providers. As simple, open questions. I take fish oil and vitamin A daily. Does that affect any medications I'm on? Don't wait until something fails off. Prevention, in this case, is hearing your full routine, not heeding it. This pattern switch, from quiet truth to transparent collaboration, is the real twist in the story. It's not about stopping vitamins. It's about connecting the habit to healthcare guidance. Once Evelyn started doing that, she felt different. Not judged, supported, heard. Now, even her diabetic friend, Ruth, carries a small notebook just for her pills, snacks, and supplements. Ruth says she feels safer, more active, more in control, not by herself, but with her team. Empat what to do instead. So what can you do right now? If you were watching this and not sure what Evelyn's experience could mean for you, review your stat. Is there more than 3 different products meant to thin the blood? Are you combining fish oil, vitamin A, aspirin, garlic, ginkgo, or turmeric regularly? If yes, don't panic. Just note it. Talk to your healthcare provider. Share your list. Ask directly. I am doubling up on thinning agents. Are any herbal supplements interfering with my medications? Simplify when possible. Consider a basic multivitamin. No more than 1,000 EU of vitamin A. Reserve fish oil or aspirin for when your doctor approves. Skip extra herbal supplements if you are already taking a blood thinner. Watch for warning signs. Unexplained bruising, nosebleeds, head that just feel different, dizziness. If this happens, post supplements and check after quickly. Make documentation your new routine. Use a pill tracker sheet or app. Keep it updated weekly. Share with family or caregivers. Never rely on memory alone. Change doesn't have to feel like deprivation. Instead, it's about smart choices, gentle awareness, and open conversation. When you pair that with the sharing habits you already have, like healthy eating habits and the movement, you were not just avoiding risk, you were making your body a partner in your well-being. Evelyn did not stop her supplements completely. She stopped at the risky overlap. She now meets with her doctor every full month, asks questions, and stays steady. She walks again. Her energy returned. She even planted a small vegetable garden this spring. Her life was halted. It just got wiser. Evelyn's story is a mirror for so many. She didn't need to overhaul her life, just adjust how she approached it. That's the quiet beauty of growing older with intention, not panic, but refinement. You see, Evelyn's real transformation wasn't medical. It was emotional. She stopped seeing herself as the captain of her ship in isolation and started inviting others to help navigate. That shift from solo help manager to collaborative decision maker isn't a weakness. It's wisdom. For years, she discerned asking questions as admitting failure. But now, she views it as strength. She even jokes with her doctor, you steer a ship, but I'll watch the horizon. This simple mindset shift is what saved her. Not removing every pill, not giving up her routines, but recognizing that clarity beats control. And Evelyn is not alone. Across the country, more and more seniors are embracing this quiet clarity. They still take care of their bodies. They still practice healthy eating habits. But they do it with support, not guesswork. The message here isn't there, it's partnership. A well-informed conversation can protect you more than any pill on a shelf. Because the ultimate goal isn't just staying alive. It's staying sharp, staying connected, staying strong in ways that can be measured on a label or in a capsule. Evelyn's garden is blooming again. Not because she avoided risk, but because she fudged it with awareness. And that's where real help begins. Not in fear, but in truth. Evelyn's recovery didn't just restore her strength. It reshaped how she thinks about aging. She used to believe that growing older meant losing control. Now she says it as gaining clarity. Not because she avoids risk, but because she understands it better. What's remarkable is how small Chang is built as Afra. She did the abandon vitamins. She did the fair hair habits. She simply connected the dots with her doctor, and her own instincts. Every week, she fills out a supplement tracker. On the Friday, she keeps a print list of every pill she takes. When she goes in for checkups, she brings that list, not to prove anything, but to start a conversation. Her doctor even thank her last time. You've made my job as year, and your care's affair. That's a powerful reminder. Your doctor isn't your boss. They're your teammate. But like any good team, communication is key. Evelyn also noticed something unexpected. Her friends began following her lead. Ruth, her neighbor, now double-checks every new bottle with her par matches. Gerald writes notes in a spiral notebook after every appointment.